Good day, and we are to answer your 150 items na utilities, iba't ibang topics ang nangyari. So, kung napapansin nyo, it is based on topics na acoustics, lighting, etc. So, the first na makikita nyo would be that of the acoustics. And let's start off para malaman natin kung pasado ba kayo hindi sa ating board exam, di ba? So, when a sound wave strikes an acoustical material, di ba naman ganyan? It causes the particles of material to vibrate. This vibration will produce heat due to the friction created by the vibrating particles. Hence, energy from sound is converted to heat. Ganyan. Okay. Okay. So, pag ganyan. Ayan, may heat. Okay. A desirable property of an acoustic material is sound what? Okay. Absorption, syempre. So, i-absorb niya. Now, again, if you recall, sabi ko, maganda nga isa sa flooring kasi nga mainit sa paa. Kaya minsan kung may flooring ka tapos nahiga ka bigla, kahit na nahiga ka fun. Okay, ganito. So, I was analyzing, bakit kaya sa ibang bansa, nadedare nilang mag wall-to-wall carpet? Well, because mayroon nga silang winter. Gawin mo wall-to-wall carpet sa Pilipinas, wow, dugyot. Diba? Galing ka sa labas, may dust. Ba't sa kanila? Kasi nga wala silang moisture. So, ang practically, I did vacuum cleaning sa bahay ng kaanak ko sa ibang bansa. Pagtuwa ako, vacuum lang ako. And when you look at the particles na nakuha, talagang dry. It is really that wala siyang moisture walang baho Kaya kahit na magtagal ang carpet sa kanila, walang problema. So, tinanong ko, ba't hindi kayo, syempre natanga, minsan ang lola natatanga, ba't hindi nyo i-tiles, pag tiniles daw nila at nag-winter, Diyos ko, para daw po sila tumatapak sa malamig na ice. Ganon. No wonder na yun, mapagkakantin mo. Syempre, pag hindi mo pa na-experience, hindi ka naman mapapansin mo, ang aarte naman ng mga Amerikano, pag napapanood mo sa naka-medyas. Nun pala, ako araw-araw may medyas dun Kapag naka-medyas ka, becomes an insulation on your paa and at the same time, meron ka pang carpet. So, the best. O, alam niyo na ha. Buzzing or clicking sound comprised of repeated echoes traversing back and forth. Lalo na sa mga narrow, ang mga areas like corridors. That is what we call the flutter echo. Okay, transmission coefficient. Ito pa. Pag anak ka ng Diyos mo, sasagot. Hindi ba? Wala. Meron bang anak ng demonyo? Okay, so sorry. Transmission coefficient is 0.001. What's the transmission loss? Or the TL. Okay. So, table to So, pagka ganyan, actually, hindi nga TL yun sound level. Siguro hindi TL. Now, tingnan nyo if you compare sound pressure level, which is measured on decibel, and sound pressure, which is measured in Pascal, yung level po, yung narinig mo, yung sound pressure level, maingay, mahina. Yun, perception natin yun. Perception natin as human being. So, pagkalimbawa, di ba, pag pumalakpak ka ng ganyan, mahina pressure mo, mahina ang Pascal. Malakas, maingay din. So, sound pressure level is equivalent to sound pressure, which is decibel and Pascal. Kaya na sinabi niya, 0.001 transmission coefficient, which is yun, nakikita niyo sa sound pressure, 0.001. Ano katapat niya, Hala, 30. Anak ka ng Diyos, pag kabisado mo yan, ha? Okay. So, yun lang po sinasabi ko. Ito yung mga, sige, bigyan ko kayo ng senaryo para ma-motivate kayo. Control. Hi! Hindi pala control ba? Ayaw. 150 items yung binibigay sa board exam. Assuming 75 lang nakuha mo. 75 mo is 50% transmuted. May tamang tulog yan. Huwag yan na ini-aim mo. Kalahati nito. Pag na-elevate mo sa 100 over 150, sa decision making, ano yung 50 mali mo? Okay? Ano yung 50 mali mo dyan? So, pagka ganyan, 100 over 150, do the math, 100 divided by 150. So, lumalabas, nag-prepare ka sa 70. 70. Kapasa-pasa yan. Na nakita nyo, ipasa-Diyos nyo na yung isang yan. Siguro nasa yan yan. Nandyan na yan. Diba? So, look at it this way. Again, I'm repeatedly saying this. You have 150 questions na binabato sa'yo ng client, ng engineers, ng mga tao sa paligid mo. And then, once na tanong ka nila at nagkamali ka, decision making yan eh. What could be the 50 that you do not know? Na pwede mo sabihin, hindi ko kabisado yan, i-consult natin sa engineer. Okay? But for some na talagang alam na alam mo, that could be the 100. The 50, that could be something that you need intervention or you need the help of allied professional services. So it goes to say that dapat man lang ma-elevate ang knowledge mo sa utilities or other subjects sa 100 or 70%, not 50%, kalahati. Kalahati alam ko, kalahati hindi ganun. So, itong mga ganito, yung example na ganito, pwede mo na ipasa Diyos yan. Okay? Pero kung talagang guided ka, so be it. Okay. So, the range of sound that the human ear can detect is of course 20 to 20,000 Hertz. Audio frequency range ang tawag dyan. Okay? Sa madaling araw, hindi ba napapansin yung uugong na ganun? That's the mga matataas na frequency na. Pagka nararamdaman mo naman sa paa mo, that's the 20. So, ang audio frequency range ng tao is 20 to 20,000 Hertz. More than 20,000 Hertz ay nababasa na ng isang equipment like ultrasound, ultrasonic yun, mga ganyan. So, more than 20,000 Hertz is known to be ultrasonic. Okay, ang definition, the science and exploitation of elastic waves in solids, liquids, which have a frequency above 20 kilohertz or 20,000 Hertz. Okay? Now, if you have a conference room, gusto mo equally shared yung iyong boses. So, what would be that? Kung nag-concave ka, specific mo nagkakaroon ng focal point or tinatawag na foci. So, concentrated. Nakakabingi yun. Pero pag kalimbawa, kinonvex mo, spread evenly. You know already the answer. Convex. Ayan, spread evenly. So, yung concave. Nakakabingi yun, nandun sa focus points yung isa. Okay, shape of a rumor, there are two focus points. Kasi sabi ko lang, is ellipse. There are two focus points. One, there, and two. With one focus point, that would be now parabola. Okay? So, yan yung tinatawag na sound foci. And which among the choices given is best to prevent sound transition? Alam natin maganda na ang drywall, pero nilagyan pa na insulation, the best. Okay, so dito tayo. May mga illustration tayo. Now, from the figure shown above, which we'll use for a library, it is obvious that when we take on number 4, yung mineral wool nakasiksik sa wall, nakapalaman. So, hindi natin nakikita yung mineral wool na yan. Pero alam natin, it is a good way to insulate yung library mo from noises. Okay? So, it goes to say, ganun din ang conference room. Ang gagamitin niya rin for, mineral wool pa rin. Okay? Saka nakakita ng conference room, gumagamit ng egg crate. Wala, nakakaiba yan ah. So, concert hall. Ang concert hall, may etc. So, sometimes when you have different texture may palubog, may nakaprotrude, may wood, etc. Iba't ibang places. So, it diffuses the sound, which is good for a concert hall. So, a diffusing element would be that of best for music studio. Okay, so, nagre-record ka. So, limbawa, gusto mo i-control yung treble, gusto mo i-control yung bass, natitimpla. Then, the best way to control that is by the use of wall and ceiling or floor, which is kompleto, edi mas magandang kunin sa number 2 kaysa yung number 3. Pareho lang naman ng prinsipyo, pero maganda ng yung number 2 ang gamitin natin kasi mas kompleto. So, that's known as the foam egg crate. And then, diffuse. O, kasasabi ko lang So, diffusing is number 1. And absorb. Pag-absorb. So, alin dito ang talagang gawain nila nag-absorb talaga? That would be 2, 3, and 4. So, that would be letter B. Next. So, meron naman tayo series of illustrations dyan sa inyong kopya. From the figure shown above, which is used as a radiant barrier, radiant, solar radiance. Di ba nilalagay sa bubong para hindi mag-init masyado yung bubong? So, ano yung radiant barrier? And, ayan siya. Diba? Kita natin yung ganyan siguro. Mahal yan. Pero ang ganda ng effect. Kahit hindi ka na magkisam Ay lang siyempre, nawewear and tear. May kung hindi maganda pagkakalagay mo, pangit. Nagsasag. Moisture barrier sa basement para hindi mo maamoy yung alimuom. Kasi nagkakaroon ng, alam mo yun, pagka yung naglagay ka ng vinyl sheet, tas tinanggal mo, tas amoy alimuom, yun. So, that would be your vapor lock. Okay? D1. And, from the figures above, which product won the 2015 Green Tech Award? Finely grinding wood until the particles become a viscous mass. Gas is then added to produce a frothy foam and is allowed to harden. So, para siyang wall. Okay? Now, ang tawag dito is wood foam. So, that's the answer. So, yan. Ang dami ng mga technology. Siyempre, the only disadvantage of such technology is the availability. Kung hindi tinatangkilik talaga at kukunti lang, nagiging mahal yung product. Pero, nagiging sustainable ka naman. So, ito naman yung mineral wool alam nyo na. Does not affect the transmission of sound from one room to the other. Remember when we were comparing gypsum board and bricks? Okay. Gypsum board, bricks, material yan. Okay. And then, thickness, mas makapal yung bricks. And then, area na pupuntahan. So, these three, the B, the C, and the D, affect the transmission, but not the size of the room. Okay? Clear? Now, considering acoustics, gusto lang naman makita ng manager what's happening inside the music room. And, of course, what would be your suggestion to that? So, the answer would be, what? Okay, gypsum board with fixed glass. Now, meron tayo, okay, makapal yung figure A, 12-inch double brick wall, 9-inch brick wall, 9 is CHB, 7 inches concrete wall. So, sinabi yan, least effective, hindi nakaka-absorb. Obviously, hollow blocks yun. Okay? So, being the hollow blocks, that is figure C. That's the answer, least effective. Okay? Which will absorb heat faster. So, pagkuha niya, gagawin niyang i-store niya, thermal storage niya. So, naglalag time siya ng malaking oras kasi nga kinikip niya. And di ba pakapalan niya ang labanan ng bricks? O, so, panalo pa rin si A. Will retain kasi may thermal mass. Panalo pa rin si A. Di ba na-explain ko na to, yung double brick wall na nakikita niyo dyan. And then, best sound insulation to be used in a house fronting a busy highway. Para lang yung dance studio natin to So, again, hindi siya nagsabi ng veneer, pero mas maganda, mas makapal, and that would be now a double brick wall. Figure 8 pa rin. Clear? So, huwag kayong panghinaan doon pagka tumutuloy-tuloy yung question. But alam nyo naman yung characteristic. Kasi, uy, kanina pa ako umansa ng ganito. Baka mali na. Minsan yun yung psychological effect ng tuloy-tuloy lang yun ang tinatanong. But if you know the characteristic of that particular material, hindi kayo malilito sa mga questions na ganito. Offers confidential privacy. Confidential. Ibig sabihin, kayo lang nagkakarinigan. So, kahit na pinapatay na yung tao, sinasaksak na, ini-interrogate. Ano po yun? Okay, that would be now the investigation room. What is the meaning of confidential privacy? Tingnan nyo. Most often, this degree of privacy can be achieved only in closed offices and therefore a room. And if it offers normal privacy, so, ang mga cubicles nyo, lalo na yung mga office or modular cubicles, hindi siya enclosed. So, normal privacy to kasi meron kang, hindi ba, yung glass kanina, yung tinabi ko, yung may glass because visual acuity or glass because of reflection. O, yun yun. Office cubicles, normal privacy, niya. This degree of privacy can be achieved in open offices. Thus, the office cubicles. This offers transitional or transmittal, natatransmit from one unit to the other or one room to the other. So, nawawala yung privacy dun sa part na yun. And therefore, it can be or it can happen in row houses. Transitional privacy, sabing ganon. Okay? Complaints are experienced by persons that wish more privacy. This degree of privacy is often it's achieved in a room when no attention is paid to acoustical design. O di ba? Party wall lang ang labanan. O di, sige, magkarinigan kayo. You are commissioned to design a music room what will be used for flooring. Since we have the wood, then I will stick wood. But may tanong na ganito, wala yung wood. I will go to carpet. Diba? Yan o. O, wala o. Vinyl, linoleum, vinyl composite, carpet tayo. Okay, so again, nakadepende yan sa situation. Nakadepende yan sa choices. Which is not a good partition for nursing crowded space kasi magre-reflect na magbabawas, magkakaroon ng mas malakas na ingay. Smooth glass. Diba? Walang iniba yan sa toilet and bath na sinabi ko na puro tiles. Okay, so next natin. Okay. O, lighting naman ang topic natin, ha? Continuation lang, number 13 na tayo. At day, artificial lighting comes from a skylight above, making the beams and columns produce different plays of light. How do you achieve this at night? Eh, wala na tayong natural lighting pagka gabi. So, what you will do is, place light just below the beam projecting downwards. So, the first illustration, may skylight ka. So, it is projecting downward. Eh, wala nga. Kasi gabi na. So, yung mga ilalagay mong light na nandun lang sa ilalim ng ng beam, projecting downward, is a mimicry of the skylight. Okay. Lighting that provides illumination to special objects. Medyo na-touch natin yan sa previous na discussion. And that would be now accent lighting. Binigyan ko na kayo ng clue. Adjustable spotlights. Narrow ceiling or wall-mounted metal track. Di ba? O, alam niyo na yung answer. Di ba nagiging madali na pagka ganyan? Track lighting. When a CFL fits into a light fixture designed for an incandescent bulb, it is, anong tawag nun? Kung meron siyang casing. Well, ito, ang tawag. So, ballast is inside or integrated. So, yun po yun. Integrated CFL. Clear? Okay. 8,000 hours. Maganda na rin. Kaya lang, syempre, merong mas maganda pa. CFL muna to. So, when it went to 50,000 hours, that is, kaya mas mura pa rin ang CFL talaga. And LED mas mahal pa rin sa market. Okay? There. Which would you recommend as a secondary source of light if you want to conserve energy? Okay, so again, between 8,000 and 50,000, I'll choose LED. Does not belong kasi hindi siya HID. Isa lang naman, hindi ba? So, if you look at the choices here, there's only one that does not belong to the HID or high intensity discharge family, and that would be the LED. So, B, C, and D are all HIDs. High intensity discharge. Oh, take up natin to. Type of lighting is for billboards. So, that would be your metal halide. Okay, gabi na. Tapos no, nagdagay ng ilaw na ganito. Tapos akala mo umaga, sobrang lakas. So, that is used for oval track and stadium, and the answer is metal halide. Rectangular rectangular light fixture that fits into a drop ceiling is usually designated to accommodate what? Rectangular. Ano po yun? O DT12, tingnan nyo Multifaceted reflection is MR16. The first illustration. Letter B is the PAR 20. PAR 20 indicated may mga maliliit na bumbilya. PAR, pagka sinabi mong PAR 20, lagi may mga ganitong senaryo. Okay, para siyang pinapaliit mo para hindi masyadong malakas yung ilaw niya. So, letter C is the LED PAR 30 and D, T12, yun, no, nasa baba, in cylindrical tube. Okay, from the figure above, which would you recommend for a hospital facilities area? Siyempre, magbibigay sila ng general lighting. Yung puting ilaw, figure A, diba? Figure B, and figure D. Mga white light, mga general lighting. So, as we look at the choices, that would be A, B, and D. Nasaan A, B, and D natin? O, A. A light used to illuminate the subject or an object from the back. Alam niyo yun, may mga pagkakataon na pagka inasa mo lang sa projector, tapos malaki yung screen, tapos naghuhulas na. Alam niyo pala sekreto doon, meron doon sa projector, and then meron din sa likod. Sa likod na yun, projector light din. Projection light ang tawag doon. Ito, O, kita nyo? O, yan yung spectator, projection light. Clear? Okay, number 43, kita nyo ng yung contextual clues ang hinahabol mo rito para mabilisan. May mercury siya. May tube. May phosphor. Ano yung phosphor? Yung pulbos na nakabalot sa inside ng tube. Alam mo na. Ang pinag-usapan dito ay fluorescent lamp. Using pin light to illuminate a toilet, which is the most applicable from the given choices. Maliit to pero napaka-powerful. Okay? And nakakatipid ng pera. So, anyone knows? Parang naman narinig ko yung answer nyo, no? Okay, sabi, 11 watt light sources replaces 40 watt. 40 watt bulb. Cost savings, extra long life, light output, and color rendering. Energy cost savings up to 77%, perfect for residential commercial uses. So, nakita nyo yan. Diba? And that would be now letter C. Okay. Na-touch up na natin to kasi kung bibili ka talaga ng not a commercial wattage for fluorescent, yung mahaba, which is at 1.2, is 40 watts. Yung mas maiksi, which is at 0.60 length, is 20 watts. Tapos yun, nung ginawa ng Philips ba yun, yung 40 watts ni-reduce niya pa ng 4. So, 40 minus 436. Yun yung commercial na wattage nung fluorescent. So, therefore, wala talaga nag-play ng 100 watts of fluorescent. Provides uniform light on a white area. Uniform, ha? Anong answer doon? O, broad beam kasi ang floodlight. So, uniform on a wide area. What type of light is used for cove lighting? Obvious po ba? Fluorescent light. Kasi nakatago naman. And a lighting element usually installed at a laboratory, which is also considered wall-mounted decoration. Minsan dito. Minsan dito, minsan dito. Well, it is known to be the alcove. Okay? Ayan, mga ganyan, no? Pa-effect yan. Kaya na mga ganyan. And then, what do you call? Ang maliit to, in diameter. 5/8 inch in diameter. P5. O, sa ginagamit yan. Sa ginagamit, alam nyo na answer. Cove lighting. Okay? And then, which light is used for reading? O, so, ano ba mas malakas? Diba? Mas malakas na malumanay sa mata. Hindi LED. Type of light fixture wherein the protective housing is concealed. Concealed. May tatago po behind the ceiling or wall. That would be recessed. So, para makita yung mga differences na ganyan, dapat alam niyo yung type of fixture na talaga para sa ganyan. So, halimbawa ito, o nakalagay, chain or pipe. Chain or pipe. So, ano naman to? O, dependent light. And then, sconce is wall. Okay? Baka lang maibigay. So, nilagay ko lang additional information dito. Sconce lighting is wall. Wall bracketed, tinatawag. What lighting should use for task area? Of course, yung mas maliwanag. Hindi po siya kasi reading yan, task eh. Di cool light. Okay? And then, we go. Okay, so electrical naman. Ay, napakadali kasi nakikita mo na sa general notes. The standard power voltage that Meralco provide is 230 volts. Line to line or line to ground. Ang line to line from there, pumunta sa kisame, pumasok sa bahay mo. Ang line to ground from the service entrance cable, bumaba sa underground feeder. So, line to ground yun. So, 230. And then, of course, di ba nakikita natin sa general notes, use 230 volts alternating current, single phase, 60 Hertz. So, alam niyo na yung answer sa 56. That's 60 Hertz. Minimum size of wire to be used for service drop. Minimum, ha? Okay, let's put on the table. Right there. You can see that this is the minimum 14. Wala kang makikitang 22. 22 is nominal. Ang makikita mo 20. So, inakyat nila ng 2. So, 14 and 20 lang, oh. Ang nakikita natin dito. Sa part na yan. So, since tinanong is minimum, and that would be the 14 millimeter square diameter. O dito, lokohan, oh. O, walang 14 dyan, ah. Minimum pa rin. So, ano pinakamalapit sa 14? Of course, we go 15 millimeter diameter. How many wires comes out from a transformer or electrical company? Positive, negative, and neutral. So, 3 wire tayo. Okay? O, kitang-kita naman mga na pumasok, oh. Ano yung may louver dyan? Transformer yan. Kaya nga minsan, even if your facade is marred by utilities, wala kang magawa eh. Pangharap talaga yan kasi yan ang papasukan kagad eh. So, kita nyo, pumunta sa pipe stem pero pupunta yan sa transformer. Okay? So, yan. Yan ang nangyayari. Kaya 3 yan. And of course, the one, pagka tinignan natin sa previous ko natin, that would be for the grounding. Only the electrical utility company is allowed to disable this. Alam nyo na kung ano. Yung pumasok, ano yan? O, the service drop. Okay? So, that again is the explanation. Conductors of a service drop or lateral are owned and maintained by the utility company. Okay. So, in-mute ko lang po mga hinayupak na to at naririnig pati Shopee ko. Yan na po, tao lang. Yun na. Standard color of a ground wire. Adi green. Okay. And what is the code for a live wire? E di ganun pa rin. Thread. What is not part of a lightning arrestor? Kasi hindi pa, nandun siya sa roof deck. Tinamaan, bababa yan. Pag bumaba, down conductor yon. So, yung tinamaan yung mismong rod. So, pagbaba niya, pupunta sa earth, which is the ground, earth and material. So, ba't mo itatransmit? Diba? Ayun. Yung answer. Ayan po, the yellow. Eh, nakita nyo, yung roof deck, meron siyang earthen material. Para doon na lang. Para hindi madamay yung floor below. Okay, from the figure shown, how many intercom or telephone? Bilang tayo, isa sa kitchen, dalawa dun sa bedroom, isa sa living, eh di 4. Diba? Mga plan reading to. Bilis lang na CCTV. Malabo yung kopya nyo. Remember the CCTV installed on strategic locations. One is placed at the, kitang-kita na Siyempre, titignan mo kung sino yung pumapasok sa foyer. Isa sa kitchen. Nakadirect sa kwan. Minsan kasi, tinitingnan nila yung sa fire alarm. Okay. And then, pagdating dito sa balcony, siyempre maakyat bahay o isa. Kaya ilan? O di 3. 66. From the figure shown above, where's the power panel box? Power panel, di ba lighting panel, power panel, o nasa foyer po tayo. Okay? And, where's the manhole? Ayun po, yung may X na nasa living area. Kita niyo po. What is FACP? FACP, yun sa malapit sa kitchen, malapit sa ref, is fire alarm control panel. In commercial word, it's known as fire annunciation panel or FAP. How many TV outlet? Okay, tingnan natin. TV, meron siyang isa rito sa dining area. At meron din siyang isa dun sa bedroom niya. So, 2. Okay. Although wala yata sa inyo yan. Added feature lang. How many convenience outlet are there in the garage? Sometimes they pronounce garage. Garage. Okay. Isa lang naman, Convenience outlet. Do not count the plug. Count the plate. Okay. So, 1. Source of electricity is also the longest and largest river. Ay, nandun naalala ko tuloy yung yung nangyari sa Ulysses. May kamag-anak kami doon. Naku po. Wow, devastating talaga nangyari dyan. Cagayan River. Okay? Also known as the Rio Grande de Cagayan. Second longest river, largest river by discharge of volume of water. Ay, kita nyo grabe yung nangyari sa kanila during that time. I was prepared for Hindi naman ako nandun I was really prepared for Rolly kasi sobrang media hype. Nung pinabayaan yung Ulysses, yun pang nakadali. In plumbing, a valve is used to regulate the flow of water. Siyempre, on-off, on-off. So, what is its counterpart in electrical? The switch. The plug time shown in the figure right is known as, ba't nawala? Ay, bakit po nawawala ang plug type ko? Wait. Okay. So, meron pala kayong copy. Ito yon. So, type B. Yung meron siyang para sa grounding at meron siyang 2 flat. Ito naman puro bilog. This is normally 115 coming from abroad. Kasi 150 ng nila So, pagdating sa atin, nilalagyan natin to na adapter. And that is type O. And Okay, type A, yung kwan. I'm sorry, wala akong, ewan ko, kung, meron akong illustration, I don't know why nawawala rito. Type A yung dalawa lang. Dalawa yung flat. Okay? So, ito naman. Iba't iba, and then, ano raw yung universal outlet? Ang universal outlet kasi, pag plug mo, kinakaya niya lahat, even if may bilog, even if may flat. So, that would be what? Okay, figure C, universal outlet. And then, what is a range outlet? Kung meron ka electric range, ito yun. So, tatlo yung kanya at specifically, kasi sa ibang bansa, when you buy a house, integrated na yung electric stove. And ganyan ang plugging na nakikita. Okay? So, figure B. Located sa floor, which is a floor-mounted duplex convenience outlet. Ayun po yun, nasasarado mo, nabubukas. That's figure D. Dimmer, of course, na-discuss na natin, is to control the intensity of light. That would be figure A. General use. For general use, where we have ito, figure E. Okay? Next. Now, nakita nyo yun. So, nilalagyan nyo ng plug to. What do you call that? Isa sa telephone, minsan sa antenna, ang pa-effect nito is known as low coaxial cable wall outlet. Itong nawala, pero just to give you an idea, hindi ba ito yung VGA? So, that would be letter B. So, tinuloy niya sa ganito. Okay, alam na niya na yan. Obvious na obvious eh. Ngayon, yan ang uso. Nawawala na nga ang VGA eh. So, that would be your HDMI wall port. And then, ito, sa gitna lang, doon ng papasukan, sa TV yan. So, it's known as the master TV wall port. So, kung X VGA, that's the illustration sa baba. Nakikita yung may kulay blue. Pagka RJ45, ito yung parang may telephone jack. Pagka cable TV wall port or coaxial, yun yung nasa left. Okay, so yung nasa taas, yan yung MATV wall port. The figure type is used to what? Nakikita nyo naman, may susi. So, obviously. So, it is automatically locking or unlocking a door. Door opening button ang tawag dyan. Okay? And obvious na obvious if magkamali ka pa rito, hindi ka talaga anak ng Diyos. Hindi ka mahal ng Diyos. Okay? So, that would be your doorbell button. And, from the illustration, identify. Okay, be careful sensitive sila sa mga wording, sa mga technicalities. So, let's talk of A, junction box, toggle yan, duplex convenience outlet, utility box, long sweep. So, tingnan nyo, junction box, dahil nakaalsa yung pinaka-switch element niya, toggle yan. Okay? And dahil dalawa yung plugging, duplex convenience outlet, utility box, at dahil ito ay fitting, long sweep elbow conduit fitting. That's the best term for that. Diba? Siyempre, bubili ka na long sweep. Diyos ko, nang pagbalik, long sweep na pang sanitaryang binili. Hindi mo sinabi conduit eh. Di ba yung mga ganong pagkakamali? So, para maiwasan, be specific. You know, yung term, splicing pa lang, alam mo na eh. Dugtungan, splicing. So, that would be junction box. And located at the back of a convenience outlet, alam na natin, hindi lang convenience outlet, pati sa mga switch plates. The answer is utility box. In-underline ko na, facilitate the pulling of wires. Yun pa lang binibigyan ka na ng clue. Parang, ano pa to, giveaway? Tama. Kung giveaway, di siyempre, salamat sa Diyos. Pull box ang gamit natin dyan. And here, obvious na obvious, alam niyo itsura niyan. So, may malaki niya, may maliit. And that would be now your circuit breaker. And, okay, controversial din to. Wala sa choice Kung minimum sa minimum ang pinag-usapan natin, that would be the 2.0 mm square diameter. Wala naman sa choice Diba? So, na pinakamaliit dyan. Tanggalin mo ang B, tanggalin mo ang C. Bakit? Kasi mga feeder to. Eh, sinabi niya sa 60 amp na service switch mo at nag-circuit breaker ka, ano pinaka-minimum size na nakikita mo? Eh, alam mo yung 8 is for spare and 5.5 is for range. No choice naman. Walang 3.5, walang 2.0. So, your choice would be, yan yung minimum size, 5.5. Are you getting it? Pero pag may 2.0 dito, yun na answer ko. 2.0. When the circuit breaker switches off, what does it tell you? Time to buy a new one. Galing ano. Ay, nag-trip tayo. Ganun ba? Hindi ah. So, okay. So, the circuit breaker work as expected. Diba? Circuit breaker work as expected. And then, where should you install a tankless point of use water heater? Alam naman natin yung water heater nandun kagad. So, una, nilalayo mo sa basa. Yun lang naman yun. Tapos doon, it is also, in a way, sometimes nakaka-short din ng cable run yan. Kaya nilalagay mo siya sa taas. Like this. Okay? So, this is a tankless point of use water heater. Electric yan, ibig sabihin. Ang tankless kasi may water heater ka talaga na tangke. Conductor use, I hate this word, bypass. Okay, yun yung pinagdadaanan na ayokong marinig. It is a conductor used to bypass part of an electrical circuit. So, naging illegal ka niyan. Ano yun? Body jumper. Not a protective device. Not a protective device. Circuit protective devices, fuse, circuit breaker, mga voltage regulator surge, UPS. Okay, cable TV. Ano ka nalaman ng cable TV sa pagiging protective device? Okay, so ganito yon. Ito yung LED driver sa baba. And then, nakabural daw yung LED driver na word. So, blurred and unreadable. Pero alam na natin, ito yung pinaka-ballast. Alam nyo, ito yung concern sa with all due respect hindi sa sinisiraan kong LED driver. 50,000 hours nga lifespan niya. Pero, kaya nag 50,000 kasi talagang iniipit niya yung surge ng kuryente yung pumapasok sa kanya. So, siya yung nagsasuffer. So, pag nagsuffer siya, ibig sabihin siya yung ma-worn out. Siya yung binibili mo. Yung LED driver. Hindi yung mismong bumbilya. Okay? Yung tube. So, magugulat ka, 50,000 hours nga siya, pero ito naman ang pinalitan mo. Yun po yun. Okay? So, we call it the LED driver. Placed in line with the load to limit the amount of current in an electrical circuit. Of course, ito naman ang feature ng isang fluorescent. So, nagdi-limit ng current niya to, yung rectangular part, and that would be what? Ayan, yung ballast. Diba? From the word siya, automatically transfer sa haba pa ng sinabi. Napakukunin ko yung back to the power utility and turn off the generator. Okay? So, backup generator. O, di alam na natin yan to be the automatic transfer switch. And then, ito, sometimes can be seen associated with ATS. Or sometimes, para hindi overheat. So, it's relay. Nire-relay niya. Parang hit ka o didistribute ko. So, thermal overload relay ang tawag dyan. So, it is an electromechanical device that protects motors from overheating. So, letter C. Best location of generator, never siyang napunta sa basement. Because una may fumes. Okay, na ini-emit siya. Pangalawa, pag may maintenance ka, kailangan ma-open up kagad yan. And, of course, maingay din. So, it is best that it's placed on the exterior part of a building, or mas maganda siguro, gusto mo meron kang pang isang ancillary building, kung meron kang property, or kung meron kang setback. So, generator is not placed on area where it is prone to flooding. Okay? Ground floor po yan. Now, the figure at right is an enclosure that is rated. Alam niyo na to, di ba? So, ito yung mga NEMA. Okay? So, environmental hazards, water, dust, oil coolant. So that would be your NEMA box or National Electrification Manufacturers Association box. O, sagutin mo Pandora's box ha, nang tumambling ka dyan. O jukebox kaya. Okay. So, ito nasa electrical room. Diba? It allows the distribution kasi after the transformer siya na yan. So, it is the switchboard. And what is an MDP? MDP is yung backup ng switchboard mo. Kasi ang switchboard mo overall, pag nagpatay ka sa switchboard, lahat patay. Lahat ng system mo patay. Pero pag nagpatay ka lang sa main distribution panel board mo, ang pinatay mo is the power and the lighting sources. Okay? Pero yung mga motor, yung mga escalator, elevator, they are still running. So, lighting and power lang po ang jurisdiction nito. And this is now your main distribution panel. A component of electricity supply system which divides the electrical power feed. So, divide. Circuit breaker 1, circuit breaker 2, circuit breaker 3, 4, 5, 6, ganyan. Okay, so you know that already. Okay? So, that's the panel board. And, kung may riser sa iyong tubig, may riser din sa electrical mo. So, ito yung mga ginagamitan ng mga tubo. Special conduit for electrical wire building arranged in an orderly, organized, and safe way is known as the electrical riser. Okay. Which will you recommend for a high-rise building? Kapag ganyan. Siyempre, kailangan mo sturdy material. That's the time na hindi mo isusugal to sa plastic. Hindi mo rin gagamitin si RSC because RSC is known for the feeder. So, ito yung mga cables running on electric risers. And therefore, okay na tayo sa IMC or intermediate metal conduit. What's the difference between IMC and IMT? IMC mas malaki ang diameter. IMT mas maliit kasi tubing. Okay. Also called thin wall. Ayan, thin wall not threaded, thin wall. Steel raised wave, circular cross-section. It has the presence of set screw, compression type couplings, connectors, integral coupling, may bell. Okay, alam niyo na. Sa tatlo, RSC, IMC, EMC, ito pong isang to ay wala siyang thread. So, you know that already. EMC, EMT, electric metallic tubing, electric metallic conduit. So, we're looking at set screw. Yan na po yun, nakikita nyo. And the bell, and the compression type couplings and connectors. There. So, this is your EMT. Okay, next po natin. Okay, HVAC naman ang topic natin. So, sa HVAC, starting with 107, what is the science of lowering the temperature of the immediate surrounding? Pinapababa mo, di nag-aircon ka no? Diba? Aircon, wag refrigeration, that's the cycle. Aircon is the condition where you want lowered temperature. Okay? So, tingnan nyo, I already placed very important contextual clues. Refrigerated coil with a fan. Ibig sabihin, yung iyong liquid ay nilalagyan mo ng hangin para mag-evaporate, para maging gas. Tapos yung cold evaporator coil, tapos may condenser coil. Ano ba to? Hindi pa na-discuss na natin. And that would be air conditioner. Sa una, pag walang mga underline, akala mo ano to? Takot ka na naman. Dali mo matakot, dali mo masundak. Kayang-kaya mo naman. O ito pa, cold evaporator coils, condenser, compressor, refrigerant. Hindi. Di yun pa rin. Air conditioner. Okay? And then, temperature range for comfortable cooling na sinabi ko kanina para lang makita nyo Ito. 20 to 24, under 50 to 60% of relative humidity. Okay, yun yung tinatawag natin thermal comfort. Which among the consideration will best increase the efficiency of air conditioning? Diba, mas papa ang floor to ceiling mo, mas lalamig kagad yung room. Kaya kung diba, maliit yung room mo, ginaw-ginaw na kagad. So, the idea behind that is to decrease ceiling height. And, kita mo mga bahay nun, ang floor to ceiling 3.5. Wow! Eh ngayon nga, floor to floor 3. So, 3.5. Napansin mo yung mga bahay sa dati, nakakatayo sa pasimano ng bintana. Di ba ang tataas ng kapis? Tapos minsan, I found out, punto at trivia, pagka limba nagkasala yung mga anak, kinukulong doon sa kapis at saka yung may railing, yun yung parusa, dinidisplay sila. Dinidisplay sila sa kapitbahay. So, kita niyo kung gaano kataas yung bintana na to. Tapos sa ilalim may ventanilla pa. Tapos ang taas-taas. Kaya ang aliwalas nun walang electric fan ng unang panahon Kaya, to increase efficiency in passive cooling, increase mo yung ceiling height. Best location for window type aircon. O hindi ba? Waku window air conditioning unit. It's always placed at the upper part. Okay, upper part of a wall. Bakit? Naalala niyo yung discussion natin sa sa compre. Okay, bakit siya on top of a wall? Letter C, yan din yon. Okay, unang-una, meron ng patas. Sinabi na 2.10 Yan, 2.10 meters. So, that's taken from National Building Code of the Philippines. And then, the principle. Okay, prinsipyo tayo. Prinsipyo. Enclosure. Tao. Okay. Aircon. Ay! Masyadong mataas. Wala sa proportion. Sorry po. Pwede na rin. Pwede na rin. Sige, sige. Okay. So, itong taon to, give off heat. BTU. Saan naglilinger yung heat dito? Wala kang opening, maglilinger yan. Kaya nga ba pagka passive cooling ka, bintana, cool air in, tulak, hot air out. Yun po yung prinsipyo, di ba? Cool air in, hot air out. Aircon to. So, ito ngayon yung tao ulit. Okay, hot air pa rin siya. To give off. And then, ito yung waku. Waku, nandyan. Okay, mounted at 2.10. How you get 2.10 is up to you. Hindi naman sinabi kung gitna, kung kuan. Basta nasa 2.10 area. I will go for the mid part. That's the 2.10. Kasi bakit hindi ko na magalaw yung knob pagka mataas pa. 2.10. So, hot air rises. O, pinaandar mo yan. Di ba ang gagawin niya? Exhaust. Lalabas niya yan. Okay? So, nagigib off ka ng heat. Ito yung louver mo. Pag nagigib ko ka ng heat at may ganyan, so, ipupunta niya, itutulak niya yung cool air dito, pabababain niya, akyat ulit. Higop nito. Kita niyo po. Habang umaandar yung aircon mo, ganyan na ginagawa, nag-exhaust, nagbibigay ng lamig. So, it should be at the 2.10. Hot air rises. Okay, yun lang po yun. Okay. At naman, ito na, isa pang nakakaloko to Manufacturing plant, the office is second floor, office being cooled by 2 horsepower, there's a ledge outside. Where is the best location for the ACCU? Eh di nasa ledge. Diba? At the ledge. Okay. Whether that be window, whether that be ACCU. Okay. Ay, sorry po. Kailan naman tayo. Explain ko na lang muna. Okay, assuming balkonahe. Assuming tinanggal mo, so ledge na siya. O at the ledge. Outside unit mo. Assuming aircon na waku. Ayan. So, anong ledge factor niyan? Ito. Tsaka ito. Ito, pagka nilagay mo, remember, the installation is somewhat tilted para yung tulo pupunta doon, para hindi magpunta sa'yo. So, hindi yan. And then, ang pangsapo mo dyan, kung napapansin nyo, yung ledge may konting ganyan. Para kung nagtulo ito, pupunta doon. Diba? Para hindi yung tipo, ano yun? Sabi mong ganun. Talaga natutuluan ng tubig. So, really, for both the ACC and for both the window type, there's a ledge. And the ledge is the one that is the best placement. 20 square meter, yun na. So, yun naman po tayo at the ledge. At 20 square meters, office located in the central core activities at the center of the floor. Malayo na siya kumbaga sa window air conditioning. Nasa looban siya. Hindi para magkaroon ka ng lamig, edi gamitan mo ng ano, o di cassette type. Diba? Ang naman yan eh. Then, a split type aircon has both an outdoor and indoor unit, which totally is not found in the outdoor. Indoor nga, evaporator, di? Not found in the outdoor. O di evaporator coil. Yan tatlo, combo sa condensing unit yan. Okay. Yan na naman po si shield. So, alam na natin yan, stream of compressed air directed downwards. So, that's the air curtain. Sprawling factory, which is sprawling. Binigyan na kayo ng adjective, sprawling. Malaki na to. So, pagka ganyan, hindi na pwede aircon na window. Hindi rin pwede yung mga tanners kasi masyadong magastos. Di chiller na. Okay, that's your chiller sa baba. Nakikita nyo at the basement. Siyempre, may boiler dahil ito yung mga sa bansa na may mga winter. O kaya kung hospital to, kailangan pa rin may boiler. Hospital. So, nakikita nyo per floor. Tingnan nyo Per floor, mayroon kang AHU room. Air handler. Ayan. Per floor. And then, ibubuga niya sa duct. Nakikita nyo po ito. Okay, yung nasa gitna. O FC. Para ma-distribute nyo evenly sa diffuser mo or tinatawag mong register. Okay? So, if you are to install centralized air condition, what would be an additional utility? Okay, balik. Di yung cooling tower. Kasi it's not centralized if there is no cooling tower. Okay? And what will be used to distribute air from the air handy? Siyempre, ducts. Yan. Yung ceiling register natin. You would be shown a plan and asked to locate the chiller. So, chiller natin nasaan? Tingnan nyo, walang basement dito. It's dependent again on the choice. I will go for the ground floor. Diba? And, dito, sinabi niya na for a high-rise building, where's the best location for a chiller? Since may basement, it is a basement. There's a reason for a basement also kasi itong mga to, it vibrates And if you have a matte foundation, maganda siya, structurally good for anything that is vibrating. Kaya minsan nilalagay sila ng vibration isolator, vibration dampener sa mga upper. Pero kung nandito, okay na lang. Kasi kung naman yan, matte foundation, so matatag yan. Okay, and at the same time, they produce noise. And they get a bulkier area. So, pwede mong itapon ng basement for what? For utilities, for parking. Pero the reason why you place a basement is, of course, for the structural integrity of the building. Okay, if the room is humid, may pasahan, has low natural ventilation, kasi nga hindi mo pwenesto yung toilet and bath mo sa mga ganun sa may natural ventilation. What is the most economical solution? Di-produce mo na, maglagay ka ng exhaust fan. Ceiling fans do not provide ventilation. Humidifiers device increase the amount of water vapor. Ventilators machine to circulate fresh air. Okay? Sometimes this is medically used. Ventilator. Exhaust fan is a fan for ventilating interior by drawing expelling it outside. So, exhaust fan. Okay, the same thing. Usually installed in kitchen and toilets, expel odors. The exhaust fan. And it is a valve or plate that stops or regulates the flow of air inside the duct or air handling equipment. Okay? We have this bubukas sa sarado. Redirect ng hangin. What is that? It's a damper. So, adjustable plate as in a flue or furnace or stove for controlling the draft. Okay, for 1 horsepower AC, what should be the size? Independent yan, ha? Independent yan. Hindi 2, hindi 3.5. O, yun tayo. Alam mo na kagad, 5 yan. As I've said, wala pong 5 sa market, 5.5. But this is the one that is presented in Philippine Electrical Code. Okay. So, tuloy-tuloy pa. We are already on number 127. Under concession agreement kasi MWS is the big thing. And it is now divided into the east and the west sector of Metro Manila. So, pagka east sector, ito yung naniningil. Pag west sector, ito yung naniningil. So, sa east sector, ang naniningil ay ano? Manila Water. Okay? So, alam yun na yung naniningil sa west portion. Sa west portion naman, ang naniningil ay Maynila. Okay? You were hired to do renovation works for 6-story. Napansin mo, wala tong elevated water tank ka. Ano kayang ginamit? Hindi 6 stories lang eh. So, hindi niya inattempt na mag-roof deck. Siguro na mas namamahalan. So, from the pneumatic tank, dun sa baba, sa cistern, pinump niya pataas. So, pag-pump niya na, punta sa hanggang 6th floor. So, ano ginamit niya? E di nag-utilize siya ng up-feed system. Okay? So, what will be the recommended size in terms of gallons for a water tank to serve the needs? Again, this is not involving computations, just a table. Again, I don't know why dapat may table na nakikita rito. Katulad kanina, may nangyaring glitch. But, it's 450. Okay? And you are tasked by the client to determine a suitable location for a subdivision project, which would be your main consideration in determining the water source for the proposed community. Siyempre, the best is meron kang water source. O kaya meron ng linya, meron ng tapping point kaysa maghukay ka pa dyan. So, the availability of public water is halimbawa coming from MWSS, may tubo na, tap ka na lang. Okay, availability of public water. Of the greatest features inside the TNB, which is the greatest water pressure? Remember what I said, the lower you are, the higher the pressure. So, tingnan mo. Faucet sa laboratory, water closet, shower. Ano yung pinakamababa dyan? Diba? Water closet. Okay. So, now we have an illustration. This is an illustration for individual water supply tapping on a level 3 basis. So, what is A? Valvula yan. Pang-stop ng main water line flow. It is known as the corporation cap or corporation stop. Okay, 3 stop valves involved eh. So, ito yung una. And along the sidewalk area, we have now what we call, nasa kurba kasi, kaya yun, no? Curb stop or curb cut. And then, yung letter C nasa loob na ng ating bahay, nasa property na natin. So, yes, we appreciate that you talk of it in terms of a gate valve, but the semantics ng question is are stops eh. Corporation stop, curb stop, and therefore, yung gate valve mo is now the meter stop. Okay? Be aware of that. Semantics. Ay, yun na pala yun. Okay. Okay. That's a slide for your 150 item pre-board. Pipes naman. Copper pipes are classified as what? Dalawang klase yan. Copper pipes, copper tubing. Ang copper pipe po, rigid. Ang copper tubing yung ginagamit sa mga aircon, flexible siya. So, ang sinabi dito, pipes. Okay? Please be aware of that. Baka sabihin nyo, kasi pareho. Hindi, iba po ang pipe, iba po ang tubing. Pipe lang ang tinanong. And therefore, that would be now, yung mas baba na illustration, the copper pipes which is rigid. Nakikita nyo nagluluk dito, these are tubings. Not used for water main pipe. Basagin, obviously, ceramic. Siyempre, noong unang panahon yung gamit, wala pa namang mga stainless steel, mga PVC nung panahon na Romano eh. Okay? So, ceramic ang gamit. And then, kind of pipe not suited for ultraviolet rays. Dalawa ang plastic mo dyan. Polybutylene at saka PVC. Pag sinabi mo standard PVC, but sa iba ma'am, nakikita ko ang answer PVC. Kung yun lang ang choice, eh dito may PB. Ano ang PVC? Rigid. Ano ang polybutylene? Coiled. So, saan mas nagre-react ang pipe in terms ng araw? Sabi may kurba. Kasi dito, mas mahirapan siya ikurba to. Ito nakakurba na, so lalo siya magkukurba pagka nainitan. So, that would be polybutylene. Remember, yung mga polyethylene, mga polybutylene, naka-con sila. Naka-coil. Okay? What pipe should not be buried underground? It's also known as the wrought iron. Wrought iron is black iron. So, Bi. Okay? Then, which type of piping material is not suitable for underground? Kabaliktaran lang nun. Bi, this time, wrought iron. Bi, wrought iron. Pareho lang po. As per sanitary engineering code, what's the color code for drainage and sewage pipe? Okay, that would be now your, what? Orange. Ayan po. Kasi noong unang panahon ng clay pipe, nakita nyo naman yung clay pipe, kulay orange siya. So, they had this idea to separate water from sanitary. Gawin na lang nilang orange. Very distinct. As per building code, what's the color code of pipes carrying salt water? Lahat ng tubig, based on National Building Code, there's a table that shows that water are all color-coded green. Okay, so green yan. Ito po yon. On page 47.1, tignan nyo, water cold is green, water distilled is green. Pagka hot, kasi may steam yellow yan. Pagka water high pressure kasi may steam na involved. Okay. Yan. High pressure. So, green is the prevalent color. Okay. Water ball, yellow. Basta mainit. And the only one that you see color-coded red is water or fire service. Okay. So, yan po yan. Now, let me explain. Baka inisip nyo plastic pipes. So, ma'am, kontra po sa National Plumbing Code. Sinabi po sa National Plumbing Code, blue ang color code for water. That was the time when they were introducing plastic pipes sa Pilipinas. And 1995 is the amended National Plumbing Code. So, with all due respect, yung sinabi niyang blue, they were looking at plastic pipes. But, ganito to eh. Halimbawa, meron akong pipe, steel pipe, pininturahan ko ng green. So, color-coded green na siya. So, that's for water na ginamit ko. Nakukuha. So, it's not, this table is not talking about plastic pipes. It's just talking of the color presented. Halimbawa, yun na lang sa, yung red. Palagay nyo red siya, pininturahan lang yan ng red eh. So, black yan. Kumbaga. Diba? So, yun. Pininturahan to have that color coding. Which is the most commonly used material for cold water line? Cold water line is what? Usual, sabi niya. Kasi ang CPVC is for hot water. Polypropylene is also for hot water and not common. GI, of course, nung unang panahon yan, cold water, hindi na ginagamit kasi nangangalawang. Commercial length of GI, ito, syempre, table lang ang hanapin yung brochure eh. But, ito yung mga available sizes, 6 meters. Then, length of PVC, again, up to 12. So, 6 up to 12. So, 6 tayo. And then, PPR. Okay, 4 meter length, green polypropylene. And then, what is used for both, for sanitary pipes? Alam natin, for both cold water line and sanitary, ang pinaka-ginagamit palagi is the unplasticized polyvinyl chloride. So, that would be the letter D. Okay, an underground pit used for temporary collection storage of feces, excreta, or fecal sludge as part of an on-site sanitation. So, hindi siya this is isa pang term na ginamit yan, is non-water type. Kasi ang water type septic tank, ito non-water type. So, na-drain na frequently emptied. So, naging dry well siya sa seepage pit eh. So, emptied frequently. And that would be now your cesspool. If the site has no existing sewer system, what is the solution as per National Plumbing Code? That's the reason why, pagka ganyan, binubutas yung bottom ng leaching chamber kasi seepage downward. Ekwan naman to eh, probinsya. Pero hindi po pwede to sa mga urban. Pag urban talagang may reinforced concrete ka sa leaching chamber. So, soli mo yan sa main sewer. Yung liquid waste. Okay, so provide septic tank. Which means, okay. Halimbawa, ay, lalabo. Okay. So, ito yung bahay mo. And then, naglabas ka. Ito na yung septic tank ko. And then, okay. So, supposed to be, kung may continuation na sa main sewer, may lalabas na tubo dyan. Pero probinsya, wala nga ito eh. Non-existent to yung main sewer. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Okay, ito. Non-existent yung main sewer, so wala kang continuation to that. So, mangyayari, lahat ng waste mo pupunta dyan, and then, liquid lang naman yan, so seepage downward siya. So, wala siyang sapo rito. Kasi wala nito. Wala itong existing na to. Okay? So, what is the minimum water level of a septic tank? O, alamin na po yan. It is starting from 4 and the maximum for 100 target users would be 1.8. Okay? Here. 4 or 1.2 meters. And again, so yung 1.2 na effluent niya is taking it into this. Hindi kasama yan. Airspace yan eh. So, ito yon hanggang dito. And that would be 1.2. Okay? Or 4 feet. That ends, ilan ang tama sa inyong exam? Ha? So, we will also be having a live cast. And the rest of the utilities would be placed there. So, yan muna. And we will continue our discussion on a later date. Thank you and good day.